I don't believe we have to excuse people for,
If you don't want to.
yeah, that's fine. All right, we are up to minutes, the Historic District Commission regular minutes of February 12th, 2025. Has everyone had a chance to look those minutes over, changes, corrections, deletions, or I would accept a motion?
Motion to accept minutes, previous meeting.
And support.
Motion to approve.
Motion with support. Got it. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries. Thank you. We're up to public comments. There's a time now and later in the meeting for public comments. Is there anyone who would like to address the board at this time? Seeing none, we're going to continue with the project review, 40 South Hanchett Street. And that's part of the Tibbetts Foundation. What do we got, Robert?
All right, Mrs. Delaney, put in an application for, the downtown historic district to do some facade updates. I'll let her speak on to them more if she'd want. Go ahead.
Thank you. Feel funny being introduced as Mrs. Delaney.
Sorry.
Makes me feel older than I am. No comment.
I'll correct myself next time.
Old is good.
What's wrong with 39?
Again,
Okay, I like it. I like it. Well, actually, all old is good when it comes to these buildings.
yeah.
So Tibbetts purchased 40 South Hanchett Street, and through a grant from the city for facade restoration, we have made the application to restore the east side of 40 South Hanchett Street. That is a red building on the corner of Hanchett and Pearl. You may know it as the Ellen's Water Building for a while. Hopco Hearing is in there right now. We purchased the building a few years ago and have been chipping away at little projects. We did secure the roof. We did secure a couple of windows, and this is the first other than a nice mural project on one of the doors on the south side. This will be our first major project to address the exterior. And it is just the east side. We will be replacing the windows. There's an awful lot of wood infill on that side and very tiny windows. It's very uninviting. I would actually label it ugly. So we hope to make it a much more visually interesting building and more appropriate to the era of the building itself. So the front windows will all be replaced with full length. You can see the second picture there, full length windows and stuff. We will be adding lighting above those windows, and the upstairs windows, which are for one of the apartments, will be all redone, as well as the door. We'll be scraping and painting that facade and repairing lintels that we did some other masonry repair, rather minor. That one will be the next major thing, is those lintels. The whole project comes in 48,000, I think it is. And what questions might you have?
Questions for Chris?
The windows, are those wood windows or are they metal windows or vinyl windows?
They're metal windows and stuff. And actually, they will be green rather than red. Red was a custom color. Green is a standard. So we will be going with a hunter green instead of the red accents on that. The architect on the project is Thomas Roberts out of Wyandotte. He is the same historic architect who did the facade for the theater and with whom we have been working for a number of years and will continue to work for the restoration as we move to the interior.
Chris, you said there's apartments upstairs, one or multiple?
There is one completed apartment, which we do use, and we use it for summer theater. There's an apartment in the back that is uninhabitable at this time.
I've toured the building and it's hard to even call what's currently their windows. I think they're like storm windows.
The
or
upstairs are just storm windows. They are
yeah.
not traditional in any way, not energy efficient in any way. So this will be a huge efficiency step also.
Chris, I see on the tan drawing there that it says Tibbetts, Opera House Annex. So you're looking to move offices in there eventually or not necessarily? I'm
Not
just curious.
necessarily.
Okay.
It was a purchase because of locations, extremely convenient, and we rent the space for our offices at this point, which is also where our costume shop is. So those could not both fit into this building at this time. It's kind of a long-term investment, recognizing that the apartment is very helpful at summer theater. If eventually we get the second apartment completed, that too would be very helpful. We do have one renter in Hopco, so that helps offset some of our costs. We have some storage in there for soft props, like furniture that can't go out to the regular scene shop because of animals. And then we also use it for some of our smaller rehearsals. It's just a nice little space that we can do. Our children's workshop every summer, the technical portion of it is handled in this building. There's like a garage space in the back that the kids work out of and then extend out into the parking lot for their technical theater experience. But should our office situation ever change, it is at least an option for us to investigate at that time.
I think it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
It's exciting.
Did Mr. Roberts ever come up with a guesstimate on the age? Is it 1940s?
I think it's earlier than that.
I thought it was twenties.
That's what I was thinking. It's still very vague. And I was going to check the Sanborn maps and I forgot.
All right. Any other questions, comments?
And there might be a package of what the building looked, the historic photo.
Yep.
I was
There
gonna
it
say, I
is.
think it's in there, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
See that big brick on the side though, when did that, like, that's like a was that like a cast cement maybe? And
That's
then
block.
the
Yeah.
block
Cement
brick and
block.
then it's
Brick front with a
Brick
block
front.
side.
An addition that would have come after that, after this picture.
yeah.
The addition is what I referred to as the garage.
Hmm.
Should receive. That's windows on both sides. But no,
For that.
if you did one,
Half hour laundry. That's a pretty good thing.
I bet you it's windows.
Robert, what's our, what do we have to do with this? Approve?
Yeah, so just approve the work to be done. And I did do a report. I don't know if it's a little outdated because 1920s and I went off of another thing that said 1940s modern and anyways, so jumping right down to here, the commission can choose to either approve, deny, or postpone the request. If they feel that there's further information to be found, here's a model motion. And put in there, it's to replace the east-facing windows to air appropriate designs, repair to the lintels, scraping and painting of the brick, and adding decorative light fixtures per the request of the application.
So this is just the front that you're asking for, not the side yet, but eventually.
As money allows,
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
8 steps, huh? 8 steps.
every step forward, right?
Mhm.
So, and then in my findings, I didn't see anything that caused any significant heartache or issues. Obviously, she's bringing it back to more historical accurateness than what's currently existing based on the photo evidence of that. So, I didn't have any recommendations outside of that.
All right, I would entertain a motion to approve or deny.
I would move that we approve the proposal as submitted as to its appropriateness to a contributing structure for, is it 40? I thought it was 14 South Hampshire.
I
That's
put
the theater.
14 originally.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I updated
40,
that.
40 South Hampshire for the project as presented.
Second.
We have a motion with support. Any other discussion? Looks really good.
It does.
Mhm.
It's
Looks
exciting.
amazing.
Mhm.
All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Work will begin in April.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, we are up to old business. Is there any old business to come before us?
Then what we do?
That
The
was
Historic Commission, old business.
Old business. Any new business?
Good point.
New business.
We don't do that. No, just kidding.
Any public comment? There's another time for oh, I knew it.
Yeah, I might as well. Hi, thank you. I just wanted to share one update and one reminder. This project is funded by a grant basically from two entities. It's the Main Streets Facade Restoration Initiative. We received $75,000 from the MEDC and matched that with 37.5 of DDA funds. So I believe this project in particular will be in line for a $35,000 award once it's completed, roughly 2/3 of that coming from the MEDC and a third from the DDA. And this is one of 3 projects, the first of which was completed at 14 and 16 West Chicago Street. And we did a fun check presentation there a week or 2 ago. Second note, the early summer Michigan Main Street training will be on the topic of historic preservation. Those trainings are eligible for local boards beyond the DDA and staff. So I believe that's held on a Tuesday, June 24. Location is to be determined. We have the option of hosting it in Coldwater. We're still working out the details of whether or not that will be possible. But if so, that will be held locally. And if not, it will be held at another Main Street community. So please save the date in case you are interested and able to attend that training. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else under public comments? All right, seeing nothing.
Okay, wait, I will make one. This
Go ahead.
weekend at Tibbetts Comedy Fest, sponsored by Haas Kaywood. Showtime is at 7 o'clock. Tickets are still available. It's all Michigan comedians, but great talent, so come see it.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my God.
This will be fun. I am making my adult debut on the Tibbet stage the first weekend in May for a community theater production of Oz. So please save the date for that as well. You have the option of a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday evening show. I have 1 scene, 14 lines, and you should be there for all of it.
That also a comedy?
Oh,
Who are you? What's your character?
It could be interpreted as a comedy. I am the China princess. China being like fine plates and dining type
Ah.
things.
wow.
Yes.
All
That's all.
right.
Thanks.
Anything else? I was going to say, this has been turned into okay. If there's nothing else to become before us, we are adjourned. Thanks, everybody.
Okay.